Saturday evening, night before the Rangers Command game, which we don't know what we're going to get. Let's be honest. I think from what we did see the other night, any slight positive was we were going forward quicker, so some sort of message get through, but it was still way below par. Now, Thelwel. People have said in the page and elsewhere that he's picking the team as that rubbish, and you're like, well, I may be very wrong there. He may certainly influence it. Why is Lyle Cameron not playing? The reason I'm thinking he's not playing is because Thelwell didn't sign him. He came through the youth academy, as you know. Thelwell is forcing the players that he's signed to play, even though they're crap, most of them. And let's go on that £10 million player, man, a project. Imagine spending £10 million on a project. You know what I mean? And then another chap from Peterborough, £3.5 million. Every Peterborough fan's you mental? You know, this guy cannot last at a football club. This player signing the model we've got for Man U just scored. The model we've got for buying players. Forget stats. Go and watch the guy play football. Is he scoring goals yet? Is he making good tackles in the game? Yes. Is he play right in the window frame? Good. Get him. And I think a lot of the time they're using the stats is for what's going to happen in the future to sell for. You don't need stats for that. It's simple. If that player's playing well, a team will come in and say we'll give you X amount of money for him. You know what I mean? More than we've bought him for. We don't need a computer to tell us that. I do understand in certain sports that comes into play, with the Moneyball thing with baseball and all that. When you watch that, you understand why it's used in that game. That doesn't work here in that, even though I probably kind of bought into it a little bit at the start, but no, old fashioned guys like Bomber out on a Tuesday night watching a Stirling Albion game, you know what I mean? Scouts in France, scouts in Northern Europe, you know, it's you know, it's worrying actually, because this guy, he was clever with words the other day, you know what I mean? And he cannot last. I'm just hoping that the chairman, Mr. Kavanagh, has got them in a short leash, has got them in a short rein, and he's looking for replacements for him. I think he will be, I honestly do. But like I said last night, I don't like repeating myself because it gets boring for you. Somebody in the page that it's obviously in high ranking, high position at a big organisation says it's not the right thing to sack two of them at the one time, or three, including Martin. You know, and I think there's rules and all that. To bring somebody in, you can't just poach somebody from another club. There's rules, isn't there? They've got to do 6 months and they can't do another job in that position. I'm not sure if that counts with Rangers or us, but and I may be talking absolute mint, which is often, but it's frustrating. But I would just hope that Danny Raw would have come in and he would put up with that. He would have said, listen, I want to pick 11 players on the pitch. You know, so we'll see tomorrow. And if young Lyle Cameron doesn't start tomorrow, I don't like to say this, I'm kind of going to start to get worried. Is that clown shoe got a lot of influence over our club, our players, our starting 11? You know, he needs to go. He will never, ever, ever last at Rangers, ever. I'm pretty sure there'll be a pretty toxic environment directed towards him and Stuart tomorrow. Anyway, sorry to be doom and gloom, but I'm looking forward to the game tomorrow. I won't see it because I know we're going to be busy, but I'm generally looking forward to see. I think we'll see improvement. You know, I think Danny Roll will get a good reception off the Bears at Ibrox because you know we're I think mostly on side of them. Still, people are rightly get nerves about him. I've got a bit of nerves about him as well, but you know, he's here. So let's see what happens, and I hope he's all have a good weekend. I hope your coupons were better than mine. Thank you, Chelsea. Anyway, cheers.